Alright, sorry, Z, you mind just kind of running through the top real quick?
And we're live.
Hold on, wait for my thumbs up.
You want to move that one? You see, I can see it. You want to move a little bit?
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin momentarily. At this time, we would request you make your way to your seat and turn off all cell phones and electronic devices or place them in silent mode for the duration of the ceremony. Thank you. I'm going to skip over the rules. Thank you, Major Elect. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated as we transition to this LRS Promotion Ceremony. Good morning. On behalf of Major Elect and the 99th Logistics Readiness Squadron Leadership Team, I would like to invite you to come to this month's promotion and recognition ceremony. Let us continue today's ceremony by recognizing our leadership team. Please hold all applause till the end of the introductions. Commander, Major Elect, standing in for our senior enlisted leader, Chief Master Sergeant Ward, and First Sergeant, Senior Master Sergeant Rankin. We also welcome supervisors, co-workers, family members, and those of you who are joining us online. We are honored to have you here with us today. Sounds good? Sweet. I feel like it is a little bit wider than this.
Are we not live anymore? Just you're not live?
No, we still live.
I would kill it. We're good as far as.
No, once we kill it, yeah, we got to get a new link. So it's going to go straight.
Okay, can we need the mic at least? Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
So, it sounded good. I think you just need to speak a little bit louder, a little bit more. Just a skosh. Let it go. Go ahead. Gotcha. No, I think. I think it's something about it. There seems to be like a bubble around. You got people whispering, or you got talking while he's talking. Like you guys, the closer you are, that's it. Like 50 people max.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Those are the things to think of after the
Gary, Gary, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin momentarily. At this time, we request you make your way to your seat and turn off all cell phones and electronic devices. We'll place them in silent mode for the duration of the ceremony. Thank you. This is to certify the Air Force Achievement Medal has been awarded to Airman First Class Cindy J. Maganda for outstanding achievement, 1 March 2020 to 28 February 2021. Airman First Class Cindy J. Maganda distinguished herself by outstanding achievement as Ramp Services Specialist, 721st Aerial Work Squadron, Ramstein Air Base, Germany. During this period, Airman Maganda resiliently navigated increased obstacles and mission requirements owing to the global pandemic. She was pivotal to the Department of Defense's first ever real-world application of the Transport Isolation System, negatively pressurized Connex and Connex Light, equipping the 10th and 86th Air Expeditionary Squadrons to transport 326 coronavirus-19 patients to life-saving care. Airman Maganda's cargo expertise ensured the swift delivery of 6 million FFP2 and N95 masks, 1 million coronavirus-19 test kits, 200 ventilators, and over 42,000 coronavirus-19 vaccines, normalizing operations in 3 combatant commands. Additionally, following the stagnation of global supply chains, her adept response resulted in the delivery of over 548 tons of rations and cargo to approximately 116,000 Department of Defense personnel spread across 13 countries. Finally, Airman Maganda's sustained efforts during minimal manning were key to the group being awarded Armed Forces Service Medal and Humanitarian Service Medal. The distinctive accomplishments of Airman Maganda reflect credit upon herself and the United States Air Force. Thank you, Major. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated as we transition to this month's promotion ceremony. Good morning. On behalf of Major Led and the 99 Logistics Readiness Squadron Leadership Team, I would like to invite you to this month's promotion and recognition ceremony. Let us continue today's ceremony by recognizing our leadership team. Please hold all applause until the end of the introductions. Commander, Major Olette, standing in for our Senior Enlisted Leader, Chief Master Sergeant Ward, and First Sergeant, Senior Master Sergeant Rankin. We also welcome supervisors, coworkers, family members, and those of you who are joining us online. We are honored to have you with us today. We will now recognize members of our enlisted force as they advance through the ranks and who, through their efforts and based upon the recommendation of their commander, have earned promotion. This is a very special occasion for two of our members. Their hard work and dedication has proven them worthy of promotion. Each of the new promote will have to rise to their new responsibilities as outlined in the Air Force Instruction 362618, Enlisted Force Structure. As Air Force leaders, technicians, and supervisors, the enlisted force must uphold Air Force policies, standards, and traditions. Part of this responsibility at every rank is to align and maintain our focus on the warrior ethos. Please feel free to enthusiastically cheer and come forward to take pictures throughout the ceremony. Major Elect Chief Ward, will you please join us on stage? You're already on stage. We will now recognize those being promoted to Airman First Class. From the distribution flag, promoted to the rank of Airman First Class, De Los Santos. We will now recognize those being promoted to the rank of Senior Airman. From the Material Management Flight, Senior Airman Han. From the Material Management Flight, Senior Airman Johnson. We will now recognize those promoted to the rank of Staff Sergeant. Will Staff Sergeant Marlin and Staff Sergeant Promoting join us on stage for the NCO charge?
You are charged with ensuring that personal resources under your control are effectively used. You are charged with remaining alert to detect the reverse moral intents, initiating corrective actions within your control, providing appropriate feedback to your superiors. You are charged with maintaining the highest level of communication and rapport with subordinates, remaining attuned to their needs, being ever reminded that the key is empty, not empty. You are charged with effectively encouraging and motivating both on and off-duty involvement in the unit-based activities by leading the way. You are in charge of ensuring that people are treated fairly by all agencies and activities, both on and off base, initiating corrective actions by any instance which violates this principle. You are charged with always wearing the uniform properly, ensuring compliance from the subordinates. You are charged with the personal responsibility of taking advantage of on and off-duty educational programs, which will enhance your professional development in preparation to assume increased leadership responsibility and your quest to attend higher NCO grades. You're in charge at all times of presenting an image of integrity and pride, the image of a professional non-commissioned officer. Do you accept these charges?
I do.
Woo!
Staff sergeants are primarily highly skilled technicians with supervisory and training responsibilities. They must continuously strive to further their development as technicians, supervisors, and leaders through professional development opportunities, including Air Force and Joint Enlisted Professional Military Education. They are responsible for their subordinates' development and effective accomplishment of all assigned tasks. They must ensure proper and effective use of all resources under their control and ensure the mission is effectively and efficiently accomplished. All right, so from the distribution of flight, promoted to the rank of Staff Sergeant Johnson. From the material management flight, Staff Sergeant Jujoy. From the material management flight, Staff Sergeant Martinez. From the vehicle management flight, Staff Sergeant Sweeten. Ladies and gentlemen, our newest promotees. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now transition to the presentation of awards and recognition. First up, the 99th LRS Airman of the Quarter from the Fuels Management Flight A1C Mejia Brandy. The non-commissioned officer of the quarter from the Material Management Flight, Tech Sergeant Campbell. The Senior Non-Commissioned Officer of the Quarter from the Material Management Flight, Master Sergeant Prevost.
He's been working out.
The Company Grade Officer of the Quarter from the Fuels Management Flight, Captain Reed. The Civilian Category 2 of the Quarter from the Vehicle Management Flight, Mr. Ronald Cruz.
Who drives the ship?
And the 99th LRS Team of the Quarter, Air Terminal. Now will Mr. Mattering, Mr. Sammons, and Staff Sergeant Williams join us on stage. All right, so this is going to be a letter of appreciation. Please pass my appreciation to Mr. Leon Mattering and his team of experts, Staff Sergeant Anthony Williams and Richard Sammons, for their amazing help in bringing our laptop computers to operational status. We reach out to Mr. Mattering for help because we were in a predicament, a shortage of working computers and a fiscal year-end storm approaching. He quickly conferred with his team and Mr. Robinson, responded by taking 10 of our inoperative computers Friday, 27 August 2021, returned them Tuesday, 31 August 2021, operational ready. Another task was difficult and time-consuming, but Leon and his team were more than a match for the challenge. Again, please pass my profound thanks to Mr. Mattering and his team for their professionalism, speed, and dedications to the mission. Cons CC. Next, we would like to invite the chaplain up to the stage to provide some words of encouragement. And, next, we'd like to invite the key spouses up to the stage.
Good morning. Program business came we decided we were going to come talk to you guys today a little bit about what we have going on. We're kind of revamping our program and working on really getting out there and talking to families, talking to spouses, especially those that have deployed service members right now. So we are going to be working on that. Hopefully you guys are going to see us a lot more out in the squadron. We're just going to let you guys know that you're here for you and your family. So if there is anything that you guys ever need, feel free to reach out to us. Our information is hopefully going to be sent out on the slide afterwards. And we really want to let you guys know that we are here because we haven't really had that opportunity for the last little bit. So we're we're gonna work on doing, like I said, Boy Scouts contact, as well as trying to be out there at events and getting to know, each and every one of you in your families.
As Brittany mentioned, hi, I'm Katie Madison Reed. I'm one of your other Peace Mouses here. We also just wanted to let you know that we are recruiting for new Peace Mouses, or if you have a spouse that's interested in assisting in our program, they don't have to serve as a Peace Mouse. If they don't want that role, that's absolutely fine. If you do have a spouse who's interested, we have a few ways that they can reach out to us, either personally via our personal Facebooks, or we have a Gmail, 99LRSPeacespouses@gmail.com. Another thing we're hearing is that we do have a spouse Facebook page, and people are having like a struggle trying to find it online. So if your spouse is looking, it's called 99 LRS Spouses. They can also contact us on there if they're interested. Now, if your spouse has any questions whatsoever about what a Peace Mouse does, or just how they can assist their squadron, which is pretty much in any way at this point, please don't hesitate to reach out to one of us, to your commander, or to one of your shirts. They're happy to assist. We just want to take the time to thank you for your patience and your trust while we build this program back from the beginning. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your Friday and a wonderful weekend.
Next, we'd like to open the floor to the top 3 in Booster Club.
Master Sergeant Erica Smith. I'm the vice president for the top 3. Today I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the top 3 program. We promote camaraderie and networking through the top NCO tier. We also offer PDCs and mentorship through to the NCO tier here in the LRS. We are also looking for members. Hopefully we'll send an email out with our next event. We have a few one, but please be looking for the email. Thank you so much for your time.
We'll now open the floor for hails and farewells.
Morning, everyone. It's actually Keely from Field Flight. I'm the vice president of the Booster Club. Just wanted to first off thank everybody for their support on the Fall Festival we just had, and to keep out the collaboration on the trunk or treat. The event was a huge success, and look forward to doing events like that in the future. Moving forward, we're looking at planning the holiday party. We're going to be setting up a committee, so if you guys have ideas that you'd like to see, you're going to look out for some general meetings and some committee leads, looking for what you guys want from us to make that the holiday party a huge success. Thank you.
We will now open the floor for hails and farewells. Please stand when I call your respective flights. First up, we got D flight. Hails, farewells.
LGRD hails Tech Sergeant Victor Lopez Osan, Tech Sergeant Anthony Diaz from FLW, Staff Sergeant Stephen Johnson from Aviano, Senior Airman Charles Crockett, Osan, Senior Airman Elizabeth Crockett from Tucson, A1C Joseph from FLW, and farewell to Staff Sergeant Adrian Smith to the life. Woo!
Next up, we got F flight. Anybody from Foxtrot flight? Next up, N flight. Next up, O flight. Next up, R flight.
Then we got Tech Sergeant Sid going to Turkey and Airman Paul going to Japan.
lastly, V flight.
We had Simon Zamora and Zach Cantrell both leaving to Ramstein.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now hear from our leadership team, and I will hand it over to the chief.
And I'm gonna turn my time over to the shirt and let her go first before I get up here. So, shirt, you got any comments?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not a whole lot. It's only gonna take about 30 minutes. Just kidding.
I got the timer, guys, don't worry.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Again, I'm Sergeant Crystal Rankin. Been in the squadron for about a month and a half, and all I can say is I am truly impressed with just the professionalism that I've seen so far. I feel very welcomed into the unit, so I just want to say thank you for that. The next thing I wanted to mention is I sent out guidance yesterday that I'm going to need your help on. The guidance that came out yesterday was for anyone who is refusing the vaccine or is pursuing a religious accommodation or a medical waiver, if you would like to separate or retire in lieu of that taking the vaccine, then you need to submit your request through virtual and get the commander's concurrence no later than 1 November. All right, I know it's a short timeline, but I need you to reach out to your people and that are in that category and really push them to put their requests in as soon as possible. Aside from that, I'm sure the chief and the commander are going to give you a lot of words of wisdom this morning. So if you have any questions for me later, then you can stop by my office or give me a call. Thank you all.
Thank you, Shirt, for great words. Hey, first and foremost, I want to say thank you again and congratulations to our promotees. This is a long road that you guys have traveled, and I know it wasn't easy, but trust me, the road ahead of you isn't easy as well. So congratulations for what you've accomplished, and just know that the job doesn't stop now. We're really going to get after it for the next couple of years. So congratulations, and take this time to enjoy this with your friends and family. And then a few notes to pass along. Just want to stress the importance of PT and how important it's going to be in the future and how important it is now. We've had a short break from PT testing. Just know that it's not forgotten, and I hope we take the time to have tough conversations, more than conversations with our folks, that, hey, it's coming back. You know, take this time to take the diagnostic tests if you need to. That's going to give you a good snapshot of where you're at. And it's going to help you decide whether you need to pick up in certain areas. So part of being a wingman is helping others identify their blind spots. So have the conversation with your friends, with the folks in your team. Just say, hey, what are you guys doing for PT, just to make sure that we are fit to fight when the time comes. Secondly, for the senior master sergeants out there, the file freeze, senior master sergeant file freeze is 29 October. For the master sergeants, for the senior master sergeants. So if you guys have questions or need anything, please feel free to come up and see me. And then I want to talk about safety. As we know, we have Halloween coming up this weekend. There's going to be a lot of candy, a lot of kids, and a lot of fun going on. Just make sure that the fun is as safe as possible. Pay particular attention to any sidewalks and residential areas that you guys may be traveling in. And just make sure that you guys are taking a deep look at what you're doing and looking out for the folks around you and yourself. Then lastly, I just want to thank everybody for practicing the COVID protocols. I know they're tiring. I know we've been at this for nearly 18, 19 months now. What started as what we thought was going to be a 2-week quarantine period ended up being 18 months later, and we're still not out of the mud yet. So thank you for that. The work isn't over. We've got to keep the protocols up to remain safe and keep our folks healthy. So pass along your flights. Keep doing what you're doing and keep leading from the front. That's all I have. Thank you.
I'll wander around you guys and do that. Yeah, thanks to everybody who put this together. Appreciate you guys taking the time to do that. Chief, sure. Appreciate you guys educating us on all these good things happening. For our promotees, I saw a major cry this morning from Okinawa, right? Got promoted to major, it's been in for 20 years, right? Started out right where you are. Enlisted in June of 2001, right? And then obviously went into 9/11 and everything that came after that. Not everybody has to feel that passionate where you're going to cry at your promotion ceremonies, but I want you to take some time this weekend to think about it. How did you get here? Where are you going? Promotion's a big deal. As Chief said, it's about your potential to serve in the next higher grade. You've done some great things to get you where you are, and now we expect more of you. We reward hard work with more hard work, right? So I want you to keep doing what you're doing, find ways to improve what you're doing, take care of your wingmen, take care of your troops, and keep pressing forward, all right? Congratulations, team. To everybody else, obviously you helped them get where they are. Thank you for that. I also want to take some time to talk about standards. So, take some time to talk about standards, right? Chief and I have been talking, we've been seeing just a little bit of a hiccup here and there, people walking around without hats, people not wearing their blouses, just following general, really, really basic stuff, right? I think if we nip that in the bud, we'll be totally fine. But it goes right along with the line of standards for PT, right? We've had some failures now that we've restarted testing. In the grand scheme of things, it's recoverable. Right? We're not in huge trouble yet, but if we continue down the track that we're on, we're going to have about 75 people fail their PT test in the next 9 months. Let's fix that before we get to that point. So, standards are a big thing. We're a military organization. Military is unique. It's not just a civilian company where you show up to work. This is why we have promotion ceremonies, right? You don't just show up and do your job the next day. We have promotion ceremonies. We take high-end standards and we apply them, right? And it all goes to our combat effectiveness. Let's just make sure that we're upholding the standards and doing the right thing, taking care of our wingmen. Check my notes here. Let's see that. Oh, okay. I would absolutely be remiss if I didn't congratulate the Booster Club for a job extremely well done at that Fall Fiesta, the wonderful fancy Fall Fiesta we had the other day. So let's give a round of applause to the Booster Club. And a huge shout out to our key spouses for joining us this morning. Woo! Key spouses. I know COVID put a damper on a lot of the things that you've been trying to do, and now that we are hopefully, don't let me jinx it for you, but hopefully coming out of some of these restrictions, I really appreciate you guys just being eager to dive back into that sport realm and helping people as we get through all the things that come along with military life and being a spouse. And to everybody else, if you have a spouse who's interested, link them up, right? Get them involved. They don't have to be a key spouse. They don't have to be a mentor. They can be a volunteer. They can help out. They have 100 different ideas that they came and talked to me about the other day, and they need help with all. So let's get this the key spouse group growing a little bit so that they can do the things that we want. Because right now, I can't sponsor a holiday party. Right? The Booster Club can, but I can't. So these things like we saw at the Fiesta the other day, the Fall Fiesta, we have to get the private orgs beefed up a little bit. The top 3 can probably get involved as a private org. But a lot of these things that I could normally help with the 50-person restriction, that is DoD sponsored events, and unfortunately I fall in the category of DoD as the sponsor. So I can't sponsor some of these things like I want to. But they can, so let's get them the help that they need to give us some awesome events. So with that, I'm going to open it up for questions. I know we're successfully live online today. How about that? Can you hear us out there?
Yeah.
Any questions from the interworlds?
Nothing yet, sir. I did that send the message. Please type it in. Any questions?
All right, we'll wait for that. Any questions in the room? I know a lot of you guys in here, I see all of it. Lieutenant Roseberry just came back from Texas. Any words of wisdom for the group, LT? That was a powerful world. Really, that was a good one. Promotees, questions? You guys want to give speeches today? All your friends and coworkers? They say thank you. All right, what are we missing? Questions? Did we get anything online yet? One of these days, we're gonna get a question through the computer. It's going to happen. Right? Okay. Well,
Oh, sir,
we got a question.
what is your favorite football team?
We're gonna start with the easy one. Don't worry, we'll get a profound question. It's gonna sound good these days. I am proud to say that even though I don't think they won a game yet this season, the University of Arizona Wildcats is gonna be the favorite football team. Also like Notre Dame, Boo Academy, because I'm getting some hate darts thrown this way from some of the Academy grads in the room. Yeah, I don't have a favorite protein though. I know that surprised a lot of people for some reason. I'm not sure why I take care of it. I grew up a Niners fan. Went to a Niners Raiders game once in Oakland. That was really scary. So I don't know. Did I buy enough time for another question? All right. Hey, I sent out an email the other day. I am super proud of all the things that you guys have been doing. There's a lot going on right now between support for the Afghan refugees all across the U.S. That's going to continue. One thing, especially as we talked about spouses, right? We are going to have potentially a period of time in about 6 months where we have overlapping deployment bans. That's not common for us. The Air Force is out, right? That means that all the people in P5 are already tasked. So they're reaching back into the end of P4, which is us. But if we leave this late in our cycle, we'll be overlapping at the next band of P1 leagues. And so I know it's getting kind of technical and weird, but bottom line, there's going to be about 2 months where we have 2 cycles of deployments out of town. We're not used to that. If you need help, key spouses are here to help, right? If you need to talk to your supervisors, talk to me, talk to the sheriff, we're here to help figure all these things out, but it's going to get weird in about 6 months when that happens. We're not used to it. That's going to be a huge drain on your manpower and some of our resources. So, questions yet?
Another one that says in here, can the computer ops get a day pass?
And computer ops get a day pass.
Sorry, I don't think you meant the computer ops and SWAT team, right? That was.
There we go.
Chief Max already on this.
No, no.
So computer ops and chief board want a day pass. I don't know, what is computer ops thing?
You
Can
can
one
let
of you
us-
guys day passes?
Yeah.
I can't give civilians day passes. I can't.
Alright.
I mean, if Sergeant Williams wants to pay off,
Yeah. He can get it right away.
ask his supervisor. You guys hopefully know by now that I don't tell your supervisors and your flight commanders not to get day passes, right? If you need a day, just go talk to somebody and say, hey, I need a day for X, Y, Z. I've been working around. Also, flight commanders, I know that, hey, you've been working hard. Take the afternoon. These are things that are totally in the realm of supervisory responsibilities. I'm good with it, right? So just don't break that 5-day rule, because I can't give anybody a pass for 5 days that includes the weekend.
One more question.
Yes. Good.
Will there be a form of a Thanksgiving luncheon this year? Maybe like a grab and go?
Possibly. We may have that opportunity. I was just mentioning to Sergeant Keeley, as we were walking down the stage, that that's something we can consider. Again, not something I can sponsor because that would entail putting more than 50 people in a room together. Grab and go is, okay. I mean, it's just free food at that point. It's not a real Thanksgiving get together like I would like to see it. So if that's something that a private org would like to sponsor, they are absolutely welcome to do so, and I would really appreciate it because I don't eat turkey. It's stuff and all the things that come along with Thanksgiving. So, but more than just eating, it's about like getting together and sharing some of that, again, that unique military unit feel and building that camaraderie. So, I can't do it right now. If they remove the restrictions, we can start looking at that. Otherwise, it's got to be a private org. Okay, anything else in the room? Check my minutes. Stand up, get a question. Hey, what's that?
We were talking about PT coming soon.
We didn't have a chance to have like a 30-minute free allowance in the morning. I mean, we got to take a picture for the wife, you know?
Fantastic point. I think there's a regulation somewhere that tells us what we can do for civilians and PT. Off the top of my head, I don't know what it says. Absolutely something we can look into. Happy wife, happy life, right? So we've got to keep in shape. But I don't know what the reg says, so I can't give you a good answer right now. But it's something that we can help me remember that later. We'll look into it. What else is on your minds? You just look like you got something burning through your brain right here, ready to ask us a big question. Nothing? All right. 250 people on the flight, not a single question. Hey, I'm glad to hear that you can play. Good. All right. Last call. On my go.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, thanks everybody. Have a great, safe weekend and happy Halloween. Trick or treat. There we go.
No.
What's up?